to talk about my husband for just a minute, because I'm the one who always gets the credit, because I'm the extrovert. I'm the one that will get on camera, and I'm the one that is loud on Facebook and makes all the posts. But I got to tell you guys what kind of a husband I am married to. If you know him, you know that he's amazing, and he's funny, and he's smart, and he's good looking, and he's romantic, and he's a great father, and he's all that. And we've been able to do some pretty magical things in life because of the way our brains work. And I want to take you back to when we met. I was 30 years old. I was already a very successful entrepreneur in my salon life, and I was buying my partner at the time. I had the vision of wanting to change the hair industry and go big into the day spa world. If you don't know that story, send me a message and I'll send it to you. It's too long, and people are tired of hearing it by now that have been following me for more than a decade. And so I bought my partner out, and at the time I was going through a divorce. I had just met Jim. I was really good friends with his parents. I was 30, he was 21, 22, coming out of college. And so I hired him to scoop my dog poop. And so he got to hear a lot of my dreams, okay? And one day he said to me, "Why don't you hire me to do that?" Because he knew I was trying to find somebody to replace my partner that could do my books and that could do my numbers and do my paperwork and plans and systems and all that kind of stuff. Because I had a dream that I was building at the time, and I needed the person that could put the dream into a analytical paper system, okay, so that it could be executed like a blueprint. That's not me. That's not my brain. My brain is creativeness, visionary brain. I can't add 2 + 2. I can't tell you north from south. I can't tell you how many states are in the country or how many cards are in the deck. And I get them confused because I know one is 50 and the other one's 52, and I promise you I don't know which is which. Anyway, so one day he said to me, "Why don't you hire me?" And let me tell you why he said that. Because he has the type of brain that if he can see a vision, if he can see the vision that somebody is presenting him, he can put forth and create the system. So when I hired him to work for me, we were doing $750,000 a year, and within 18 months we were at a couple million. And let me tell you, I don't know what he did, but it was magical. He became the CEO, and I became the chief visionary officer of my life, is really what it was. And so then that ended up growing us into great wealth. We did the same thing when I got into network marketing. He would print me reports, tell me where to work, tell me where to go, book my flights, book my hotels, get my leaders together, orchestrate the events, go up before me and get all the sound equipment and the lighting and everything set up. I just walk in the room and I do what I do. And so that's how his brain works. Anyway, I want to share a couple more stories with you before I bring you into what's happening with us. A couple years ago, we have a really close friend who has a company out here locally, and I was cutting his hair a lot, and I used to tell him, "Hey, if you ever need somebody to look at your books, somebody that's really good that can do some really great things, let my husband put his eyes on your books. Let him come in and look around for a while, and if you need anybody, he'll come in and work for a few hours for you. He'd love to help you." Because at home, Jim's telling me, "Man, I'd love to get in there. I could do so much for that guy's company," and blah, 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 blah. Anyway, one day, 8 months later, the guy says, "Hey, I'm ready to have you come in for part-time, come in for a few hours." So he started at 10 hours a week. And it was just him, started at 10 hours a week. I want to fast forward you to today. He has 7 employees now that work now with him on that team. They do millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars. And Jim, this is a global company. They have Hong Kong, Germany, Canada. This is just one of the branches of the company. And Jim was just recently promoted to COO of that company. COO of that company. What does that tell you? Okay, that's his brain going in and attaching to a vision and being able to create the systems and execute the numbers and the strategies in order to bring all this to life. It takes a type of a brain that I don't have. Let me tell you what it also did. It allowed for our good friend to now go do the dream that he's been manifesting since 2012. He has been manifesting a design of something that he wanted to go do, and now he can do it. So where am I going with all of this? I want you to have great relationship communications with your children, even those of you that don't even have children yet, okay? To be able to communicate with your customers that walk through your doors, to be able to talk to your spouse and be able to never get pissed off again. For those of you out there that are brainwashed with marriage is hard and relationships are hard, you're being told that by somebody who didn't know how to communicate. That's all it is. Once you learn how to communicate, everything changes. No more fighting, total happy days, lots of conversations of dream, lots of visions of love. You're noticing that more 24 hours of a day are spent on positivity. Look at the chills that come off my arm, because that's how real this is. So for 2 years, I've been manifesting on my next dream. And this, I don't know if you can see my shirt. I'm going to pull it down. But it says, I am the exit plan. And I want you to know what that means. I have so many friends that are so dang stuck. Okay, so this vision is finally coming to the point where now my husband sees it, okay? And then in an instant, that day comes. But yesterday when he came home from work, he did something he has not done in a very long time. He went straight into the bedroom. He cleared off my desk. He put up his laptop. He sat there for 6.5 hours. And I was like pacing, going, oh my gosh, what's he doing? What's he doing? And I'd peek around the corner and he's got my logo up and he's got my website up and he's on my YouTube channel. And I'm like, and I looked in and I said, did you get it? He said, I see it. I got it. And so for those of you that want to learn how to talk to your spouse, how to talk to yourself, how to look at yourself in the mirror, how to see beauty when you take a selfie of yourself, how to get more love out from underneath the roof of your house, how to rid negativity from your entire environment, how to tip your universe into your direction, how to be able to get people to come to you so you do not have to go to them, and not just with energy, but with tools that provide for the information, because there's layers to it all. You have to start somewhere. I'm going to teach you part-time for those of you that only have a few hours, to those of you that have full-time, to those of you that don't yet have a dream, to those of you that have big dreams. A lot of you tell me, Darla, you should be charging thousands of dollars for this content. You have so much inspiration and you have so much knowledge on what it is that you teach, and you've changed my life and you've made my marriage better, and my child and I are talking again, and I have so much belief in myself and I'm beautiful now. You guys, I didn't used to be this person. I was the person that I love to help. My business is in the construction phase, the evolution process. So that's why the price is low, because I don't have my website. I don't even have business cards, and I never will, and that's for a lesson to be learned all along. I've never had business cards for any of my business. That's not true. I had business cards for my hair salons, but I haven't had business cards in the last 10 years at all, and you'll learn why. So it's about the evolution process. So the bigger we get, the more our systems come, just like our hair salons, the more expensive it's gonna get. All right, if you want to set up a payment plan, I'll be more than happy to work for you. Did I say Just kidding. You're going to learn that too. All right, I love you guys.